Hey guys, Heavy on 45 here. Now, I said I was going to do a video on a versus battle between everyone's favorite One Punch Man Saitama versus the Fist of the North Star Kenshiro. I don't like Saitama. My favorite character is Kenshiro. So I'm going to probably be a little biased in this, but I'm going to go ahead and state this. Um, I feel like Kenshiro would beat him because of the pressure points. But before I get to that, let me do like I did last time, talk about if they were to meet up, do I really think that they would fight? No. Um, if Saitama came into Ken's universe, there is basically it's post-apocalypse. But with the apocalypse that happened, there's a lot of evil people around, which would make it a little bit easier for someone like Saitama to be able to be a hero. With him being a hero, him and Ken probably would meet, and they probably wouldn't think much of each other. Ken's somewhat of a loner. Out of the time he's been, basically when you first see him in, because I say I'm gonna just on basis off of the first episode of both One Punch Man and Fist of the North Star, because I hadn't watched One Punch Man before, so I decided to watch the first episode. Looking at both of them, they both are loners. Saitama trained for 3 years to be able to make to where he can attack somebody in one punch, and now he's basically gotten bored, and he basically has no interest in anything. So he probably would just go around saving people and go on his way. Sort of like what Ken did. Ken basically goes around just trying to stay out of trouble. And the thing is that people are afraid because of the uh, little dipper that he has put into, well, the bunch of puncture rooms that he has in his chest that looks like the Big Dipper, because they feel that wherever he goes, trouble follows him. So he always has to stay on the move. So he's never usually in one place. But so based off of the first episodes, they both are loners. They both want, basically, one wants to save the world, which is Saitama. The other one's just trying to make sure that everybody has a straight life. So they both are heroes that are trying to make sure that everybody has a good life. Um, do I? If they were to meet, like I said, I don't think that Ken would have any interest in Saitama, and Saitama wouldn't have any interest in him. You know, um, for what I get, Saitama's looking for basically evil people to take down that actually is a challenge for him. And I can't think of anyone evil in any universe that basically, besides just being a complete mud stump on him, in my mind, would be a challenge to him. So that's why I picked Ken versus him, because there's also a lot of similarities in the combat between them. If I say so, I won't say that their durability is about the same. Ken was able to take a couple shots from people in the first episode, and also Saitama was able to take shots from people. You know, they're both able to hit. They both say that they've basically exercised their body to peak efficiency, to where they're using 100% of their body to be able to do stuff. And I cheated, right? But yeah, I kind of cheated because Saitama doesn't tell till later that to get his body like that, he did 1,000 push-ups and 1,000 sit-ups to basically get his body to that point. Um, And I heard that on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Um, so he trained his body by doing that, and the martial art that Ken follows, Hoto Shinken, also teaches you how to use 100% of your body. So it makes you to where you're using all your muscles to peak efficiency also. So they both have the ability of using their bodies to full efficiency. They both have the ability to, if they hit somebody a lot of times that's weaker than them, to make them their body parts blow up. Saitama most of the time is he punch somebody in the face and suddenly they don't have a head anymore. Ken just hitting them in the face and they're like, "Oh, you didn't do much to me." And then all of a sudden you see a growth in their face, and all of a sudden explosion, and their whole head looks like confetti. You know, they both have what I would consider equivalent abilities and stats. And I don't say that um, Ken is stronger than Saitama. I'm not gonna say that, but I would say that he could probably take a few hit. He could take a couple of Saitama hits without going down. I'm not gonna say that he can't, but I want to say that he could. His endurance, if I say that they have about the same endurance since their bodies will be both at their peak efficiency, that he should be able to take a hit from, and their speed should be relatively the same. Um, Saitama does a couple quick moves because he has a lot more lean body, but at the same time, uh, Ken, even though Ken has a little bit more muscular body, he's very agile in his stuff. And with the pressure going to the reason why I think um, Ken would beat Saitama is because, like I said, the pressure points. Those pressure points each time, it doesn't matter if it does a lot of damage to the person. If he's able to hit that exact point, it doesn't matter who you are, or, well, basically who you are. I'm about to say what you are. Your body is going to be affected and it's going to destroy you because I'm about to say if you're a monster, you might not have the same pressure points in your body as a normal person would. But it really is a question of timing. How long would it take for Saitama to hit him, or basically who's faster? Um, in my mind, they have equal speed, so that means that if Ken's able to hit that pressure point before he's able to hit Ken, Saitama will go down. But I also would say that it could go the opposite way. Saitama could take down Ken if he hit that right blow. Well, several right blows because Saitama, if what I'm saying is true, and they both have the same amount of durability, uh, Ken will be able to basically shrug off somewhat one of Saitama's attacks and be able to attack back. Because if he's able to endure one, all he needs is one good hit onto the right pressure point, and he has Saitama down. While I'll go with the three strike rule. I think that if Saitama could hit him three good times, he probably would kill Ken. I think it only takes one good shot for Ken to take down Saitama if it was a real fight to the death. Um, I felt like this was gonna be a lot longer than what it was, but I think I've answered the reason why I think that Ken would win. If you feel like I'm biased, please leave a comment. I'm open to answering it, and I will, if you won't rebut this, if you are, I will concede if you can tell me something that I'm missing. But I know that he's fought that Saitama has fought people that were strong, like the giant that I think it was the first episode, maybe the second one. The giant that basically killed his brother once met, and basically I feel that that giant, even though he was a giant, he still had basic human tendencies. His body bulked up, but he didn't gain it. He gained some endurance, but he wasn't able to. Well, endurance is not what I'm thinking of. Durability is what I'm thinking of. I've probably been saying that wrong the whole time. He's gained some durability, but not enough durability to be able to take Saitama. But I feel like Saitama and Ken would have the same amount of durability, endurance also, because they both seem to hold back. Except for that time when Ken suddenly gets that shirt turned, that shirt tears off, and suddenly he starts doing those rapid attacks, and really you come to find out all he needs is just one good attack from one of those, and that takes you down. The rest of them are just basically for show, because you don't know which one it is that actually did it to you. But we've seen him hit 3 people while jumping over them, and that was all he needed to take them out. So yeah, that's basically where I'm gonna leave it at. Send comment if you disagree or if you think that's interesting. Thumbs it up. I was actually surprised last time, because I've checked these videos that I've put up, and I've never seen that somebody actually, I had a person that liked and disliked the video over who went between Rimuru and Ainzungo. It amazed me. Thank you, dislike. I'm like, at least somebody's watching. I mean, like in the first 4 days, I had 15 people watch. Do you know how desperate you have to be to say that you had 15 people watch your show and that made you happy? Thanks for checking me out, and I'll catch y'all later.